Finally, it's the weekend. I swear, if you invite me to a Zoom meeting today, I'll pretend I don't know who you are.
I've prepared myself to be rejected. But luckily, you're still sitting here, and even ordered coffee.
Yeah, it's the end of the year. Coffee today feels more legitimate, like we're allowed to slow down.
I feel the same. Cafes at the end of the year are always crowded, but there's a strange kind of quiet.
Like everyone is tired, but no one wants to admit it.
Or everyone is counting down the days to the holiday.
Do you have any plans for the end-of-year holiday?
I'm considering between sleeping 8 hours a day and making up for the whole year's sleep.
Those two options sound the same.
They're different. One is ideal, the other is realistic.
I just want a morning without an alarm. No emails, no notifications, no one asking, "Have you seen the file yet?"
Sounds like a luxurious dream.
The end of the year always makes me think more than usual.
Think about what?
About the things I've accomplished and the things I thought I had accomplished.
Those two lists are usually not the same.
Exactly. But the end-of-year holiday makes them more forgivable.
I like the way you put it. More forgivable.
Because it's the end of the year, people are a bit more forgiving to themselves.
I remember as a kid, the end of the year was just about looking forward to gifts.
And now?
Now it's hoping not to have meetings.
Growing up is really scary.
But also interesting. At least we know how we want to rest.
I think being in a cafe like this at the end of the year feels very cinematic.
Maybe because of the yellow lights.
Or because everyone is sitting here escaping the outside world.
I'm not escaping. I'm just pausing.
Sounds more mature.
I'm trying to improve my image for the new year.
So, what version do you want to become in the new year?
Someone who doesn't reply to emails after 9 p.m.
Ambitious.
What about you?
I want to learn to enjoy the small moments, like weekend coffee, chatting nonsense, no goals.
Then we're doing great today.
Yeah, at least in this moment.
The end of the year always gives me the feeling that everything will be okay eventually.
Even if it's not okay right now.
Exactly.
Come on, let's raise our coffee cups to the year that's about to pass.
And to weekend cafe sessions without any reason.
Have you ever found it strange that weekends pass faster than waiting for a file to download?
I think that's an unpublished law of physics.
The name of the law must be Sundays always run faster than Mondays.
And Mondays go backwards.
How was your work this week?
I had a meeting that lasted exactly 47 minutes, just to agree to meet again.
Oh, sounds very professional.
I call it the art of prolonging time.
I had a week where every day started with, "This is very urgent."
And ended with,
"It can be done next week."
modern work really has its own rhythm.
Have you noticed that work emails always start very politely,
Hope you're doing well.
while the sender is not well at all?
And the recipient isn't either.
I feel like work during the week is like a chain of small tasks that never get fully completed.
Like a game without a final level.
Just more side quests.
And those side quests become the main ones.
How do you avoid getting swept up in it?
I learned to not reply right away.
Sounds dangerous.
But very necessary for mental health.
I often promise myself, finish this and rest.
And then,
Another task appears.
work seems to have a radar that detects when you're about to rest.
Do you like your job?
I like the days when work flows smoothly. On other days, I learn patience.
Sounds very mature.
No, I just don't have the energy to get angry anymore.
I think work during the week makes us forget the sense of time.
Until we sit in a cafe like this on the weekend and remember we're still human.
Still know how to laugh, get tired, breathe.
And know to order more coffee.
Do you ever pretend to be busy?
I call that survival strategy.
I pretend to understand in meetings.
Oh, everyone needs that skill.
Work taught me one thing. It doesn't always have to be perfect.
Just good enough to keep going.
Sounds like a life philosophy.
I learned it from deadlines.
Deadlines are indeed the strictest teachers.
But also the reason we're sitting here, on the weekend, drinking coffee.
And complaining.
Controlled complaining.
I find talking about work like this feels lighter than during the week.
Because here, no one needs solutions.
Just to be understood.
And to rest a bit.
All right? No more talk about work.
I agree. It's the weekend.
Have you noticed that on weekends, we often talk about things that go nowhere?
But they're very comfortable.
Yeah. No goals, no conclusions, no presentation slides.
I think that's why people like chit-chat.
Because no one expects anything.
Except to kill time decently.
Lately, I've been watching short videos about very small things.
For example,
Like people brewing coffee slowly or cleaning the room in silence.
I've seen those too. Watch them without knowing why I finished them.
Because they don't require a reaction from us.
Just to exist.
Have you ever found it strange that we're attracted to very ordinary things?
After a week of too many important things, the ordinary becomes a luxury.
Like sitting here, doing nothing special.
But remembering it for a long time.
I think good content doesn't have to be too complicated.
Just real.
And with a bit of humor.
Like how I just spilled sugar on the table and pretended nothing happened.
I saw it from the beginning.
I know.
But I like how you handled it.
Ignoring reality?
Accepting it very calmly.
I think that's a life skill.
I see people talking a lot about slow living lately.
But they watch videos at 1.5x speed.
Adorably contradictory.
I think slow living isn't about doing everything slower.
But paying more attention.
Like how the coffee gradually cools.
Or how the weekend ends so fast we don't even notice.
Do you ever feel happy about something very small?
Yes. Like yesterday, I found an old song I thought I'd forgotten.
That feeling is like meeting your old self from a few years ago.
And seeing how far you've come.
Even if not perfect.
But enough to sit here and smile.
I think people like hearing chit-chat stories because there's no pressure.
No one has to become better immediately.
Just feel a bit lighter.
I like conversations that don't need conclusions.
Because life doesn't have clear conclusions either.
Just continuation.
And another weekend cafe session.
If someone asks later what we did today,
I'll say, chatted nonsense.
but it was very meaningful nonsense.
I think that's the kind of content people need.
No lecturing.
No pushing.
Just a reminder that everyone is trying in their own way.
And everyone deserves a little rest.
Even if it's just sitting in a cafe, on the weekend,
Drinking coffee.
and telling stories that don't need to be remembered exactly.
But still want to repeat.
All right, let's order another cup.
For the unfinished story.
And for the small things that make life easier to breathe.